in a lot of pain right now, but I am dizzy.
For Remedy Live, I'm Graham Brown, and this is Hot Ones, the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. I'm joined today by Noah Hirschy. Noah is the video production lead at Remedy Live, a faith-based nonprofit in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Noah, you are not a spice guy. How are you feeling?
I am not a spice guy. I'm a wee bit nervous, not gonna lie. When I say a wee bit, I mean a lot.
A lot bit.
Also, I'm like a baby on top of that, and I only eat boneless wings. So this is already like just way out of my comfort zone.
Some adult chicken nuggets to the whole thing here
exactly,
now.
Moving up in the world.
Love it, yeah. I'm gonna be transparent too. I'm a little nervous as well. Unlike the show, the lead of the actual show, I don't do this on a regular basis, so
probably not many people do.
No.
Not bad.
It's a pretty tasty wing, if I do say so myself. Wow. So, what got you into video production in the first place? And follow up to that, why Remedy Live?
That is a great question. And I will disclose, I haven't seen any of these questions in advance, so I'm excited to hear these as well. Yeah, that's a really good question. So, growing up, I've always been like a musician by trade. I played electric guitar, primarily, a little bit of acoustic. But whenever I got into high school, I was really getting into audio production, and I was like, oh, I'm going to teach myself how to record, make music. And then I quickly realized that people didn't want to just listen to me play a song or do a cover. They wanted to watch it. And, with YouTube really getting big then, I was kind of forced to make videos. And so I was just using my iPhone at the time, just, shooting little videos here and there.
iPhone 1 or 2? Or
not quite that old, no. I think it was like the 6 or something that. But yeah, so I started just making videos of me playing music and posting them to my YouTube. And so after I fast forward a little bit, graduated, got married, started working at Sweetwater Sound here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and was doing a lot of freelance side jobs with other musicians, creating their music, recording with them, a lot of singer-songwriter types. And I realized that they also needed more than just the audio. They needed photography for their promo photos, for their album art. They needed a video to release their song as a single for a music video. And so I'd always been into cameras and, making the YouTube videos in high school. I was like, maybe I can do this. And so I bought a camera, did a lot of research, wanted one that could do good at photo and video. And just like with audio, watched a lot of YouTube and just trial and error, kind of taught myself. And started offering really cheap, free videos to these singer-songwriters, like no promises that this will be good. And just built up my portfolio doing that. A lot of trial and error, like I said, just learning, failing, trying something different, And that is kind of how I got to where I am today. I ended up eventually pitching my my demo reel, all my videos that I had put in my portfolio, to Sweetwater's marketing team for their video department. And so I finally, it was a long story, but got into their department, and that really just catapulted my knowledge of video production, especially in studio setting, because I was just doing stuff running around outside, shooting with the light and stuff. And after that, Clinton Foppel, the executive director of Remedy Live, asked my wife Courtney to come in for a video shoot, and she was a Soul Medic years ago, probably I think at the time it was 5 years ago, and he asked her to come and basically do this video with a client that she helped. And so they were in between media directors at that time. And so he had seen some of the videos on my wife's channel of her singing, because I had used her kind of as a test subject to get better. And so she had a bunch of videos, and so he was like, who made those? And she was like, oh, my husband does it. He works at, he works at Sweetwater. And he was like, he's like, good friends with Chuck Surak. It's like, wouldn't he be interested in a job? And she's like, I doubt it. He just got in this department and he's wanted to work there forever. And she was like, but you can call him. And so that was kind of history. So he called me, and yeah, I just felt that it was time to move on from Sweetwater and try something new. And I'm also a Christian, so being a part of a faith-based organization was something that I thought would have a lot more substance to creating content. So that is how I got here.
Love it.
It's pretty tasty.
Slowly come on, a little bit lingering, but not too bad.
Not too bad.
All right, so second question. You have a wonderful family. I've been blessed to know your wife, Courtney, for a while, and in fact, it's funny because my wife's name is also Courtney, and we also often refer to them as the Courtneys.
Yep.
But you've recently become a dad. Your son's name, which I love, is Valor. So I'd like to know, one, what does that name mean, and where did you guys get the inspiration?
No, that's a great question. Yeah, Valor means to have courage, especially in the face of danger. You hear a lot about it as like a warrior or like a knight. You hear that it was a man of great valor, and especially in the faith, being a man of valor is just something that we want our son to just exude into the earth, you know, to be courageous, not afraid to share his faith. So that's kind of what it means. And the story behind how we got it is actually really funny. I think I've shared it with you before. Maybe, I'm not sure. But
ready to hear it again.
Okay. But yeah, so we were at this music festival called a Live Fest. It's in Ohio, and it was the first time we went there. And it's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's like 4 days long, and you camp there. There's different options, but we decided to camp in a tent, which we had never done before as a couple. So that was also a fun experience. And yeah, it's just concerts like the whole time on different stages. And one of my buddies, like some friends, they're in a band called The Protest, and they're from, I think they're from Newcastle, Indiana.
Okay, yeah.
I think. I know they're from Indiana, but I think it's Newcastle is where they're from. And so they've been around for quite a while. They're kind of like a hard rock Christian band. Yeah. I've done some stuff with them before when I was playing at some like school shows and things like that. But they have a song called Valor. Okay. And I had seen it before and I really thought anything of it, but we went and saw them. We catched their set, and it was really good. They killed it, as they always do. And afterwards, we popped over to their merch tent, and Courtney was like, oh, I want to get a cool shirt. You know, I want to get like a rock band shirt or whatever. And so she was looking at their merch, and I think she just bought one of their shirts and didn't realize it, but on the shirt, it has, I believe, like a fist. And on the fist, kind of like my hands with the tattoos, it says Valor on it. And she was like, why does it say Valor? And I was like, well, that's one of their songs. Yeah. She was like, oh, I didn't even know that was one of their songs. And so she like looked up the meaning of it, because she was like, I didn't really like ever look into it. I've heard it, but I wanted to hear the meaning of it. And so she found what it meant, like I just explained, and was like, that'd be a really cool name for a kid. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Like I've never heard that as a name before, and it could go for a boy or a girl. Yeah. And at the time, we weren't really thinking of having kids. So like, we were just kind of put it in our back pocket. And so then 2 years later, we finally had our first kid or got pregnant. And then we're like, that's his name, you know, that's going to be the name. Yeah. And so we pulled it out. And so that is our son. That's how he got his name. Yeah, Valor.
You a kimchi fan?
Maybe.
Starting now?
Starting right now.
That's a tasty wing too.
Oh, it's got some heat.
Yeah, it's coming on. It's coming on.
I'm actually really hungry. I didn't eat anything yet, so I'm kind of like trying to
enjoy
trying to feast on these a little bit, like before we get into the scary territory.
No. All right. So, next question. One of the first things I'm sure people notice about you is all your tattoos.
Yes.
So, if you had to pick out 1, 2, maybe 3 of your favorite tattoos that you have, what are they?
This is getting kind of hot. I'm going to think on that question while I drink this water.
Please do.
All right, you said pick out, what was that one?
So if you had 1, 2, 3 of your favorite tattoos, what would they be?
One of my favorite ones, and it's tricky. It's kind of tied. I really like the 2 pieces on my neck.
Yep.
I have the lion here, and then I have Jesus over here, and they kind of go hand in hand. So we have Jesus over here being crucified, as basically the sacrificed lamb, and then over here is the lion because he became the roaring lion. And so it's like the lion and the lamb sort of thing. So I really like those two. Another favorite of mine, which you guys probably can't see them, maybe in the wide camera you can, but I have both of my kneecaps tattooed. Those ones don't necessarily have a ton of meaning. They're just really, really cool traditional pieces. And not a ton of people usually get their knees tattooed because it really hurts.
I'd say, was it painful?
Yeah, it was pretty painful. It wasn't the worst, but it was pretty bad. But I really like those two. And if I had one more to pick, it's probably the one on my ankle, which we can maybe throw that one up in B-roll or whatever.
Picture.
Yeah, picture. And that one was really cool because my wife and I got those spontaneously, and we were kind of joking with each other. It was like a Friday at work. And we were like, what are we going to do this weekend? I'm like, I don't know. And I believe she was like, well, let's go get tattoos, like walk-in tattoos, which we had never done before. We'd always done scheduled. And so, yeah, we did a walk-in, but before that, we were like, what are we gonna get? And I think it was I came up with the idea, like, well, let's just pray for like an image for each other, almost like a prophetic tattoo. And so, yeah, like I came up with an idea for a lighthouse for her because she always kind of like pointed me in the right direction when we were dating. And then she came up with a candle for me, which kind of was a similar idea, but she was like saying the keep your light, like this little light of mine, like keep your light burning for the Lord. Yeah. That's cool. And so, yeah, we went in and got them, and yeah, they're really fun because they just have a really cool meaning and story to them.
That's special.
Yeah. Barbacoa.
So, Noah, people can obviously tell right away that you're a big Star Wars fan. In fact, you just so happen to be wearing the shirt.
I kind of figured it was going to come up, so I decided to wear a shirt.
Of course, yeah. Your office decked out with Star Wars memorabilia, all that. I want to run by a Star Wars fan theory that I heard.
Okay.
And I want to get your thoughts and your opinions on it. All right, you ready? Obi-Wan is to blame for the death of Owen and Beru Lars, Luke Skywalker's adopted parents. Right? So the theory goes that Obi-Wan remembers back in episode 2, Attack of the Clones, when Anakin went to go save his mom. Right? And it's that whole famous scene of the women and the children too, right? Anakin, that's kind of Anakin's...
slaughtered them like animals.
Exactly. That's Anakin's first real big step to the dark side, right? So the theory goes is that Obi-Wan remembers that. Doesn't want that to happen to young Luke Skywalker on his journey. And so it's actually Obi-Wan who tips off the Empire. And lets them know that the droids they were looking for, R2-D2, C-3PO, were in the hands of the Jawas. And ultimately, that would lead the Empire to the Lars homestead, ultimately killing them. What are your thoughts?
First, I've never heard this, so this is awesome that you just told me this because I've never heard this theory, and I'm just like mind blown right now. Whoa. I mean, that would make sense, but Obi-Wan is also very kind of like by the book as a Jedi.
That's true.
So I don't think that he would do something kind of that malicious. But I mean, he lived on Tatooine, right? That's the planet, if I'm remembering correctly. He lived on that planet for years to just protect Luke and watch him grow up. So I mean, and the Jedi Order is fallen, so man, maybe there's a possibility, but yeah, that's dark because everybody knows they looked rough after that fire. They were just these burnt carcasses.
Well, there's another theory about that too, that it actually wasn't the stormtroopers. It was actually one of the Fets that killed Owen and Beru Lars.
That it wasn't stormtroopers that did it.
Like you said, stormtroopers don't do things like that. Like you said,
true.
It was the burning carcasses.
Yeah.
It's not stormtroopers. So
you're not wrong.
There's a thought there too. We'll bake your noodle.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be thinking on this one as I leave.
Love it.
Good question.
Thanks for walking me through that.
You were pretty good.
Yeah. I'm glad it's not just heat, but there's flavor to them as well. That's right. Yeah. All right. So Noah, you are big into metalcore music.
Yeah.
If, in fact, you have been a part of a band called Bathroom Fireworks and check their stuff out, some awesome stuff. I was blessed to be a part of making one of your music videos.
You were.
If you had to switch your vocals with the vocals of any metalcore artist, vocalist, musician, who would you pick and why?
It's Does it have to be just screaming vocals, or can it be singing?
No, it can be singing as well.
That makes it tricky. I think in the spirit of metalcore, just to keep it in that realm, I'm gonna have to choose Will Ramos from Lorna Shore.
Okay.
He's the guy, I think I've showed you the video where he's like, doing the snarl. They went like viral on TikTok because of it. Dude's vocal range is all over the place with different types of screams. He got like goblin screams, like crazy, like low gutturals. Like he calls them like his tea kettle highs, where it sounds like a tea kettle because it's so high. So I mean, that guy's vocal range is just all over the place. But like singing, I really wish I could sing, and that's something that I've really tried to like get better at, and I think I've gotten maybe a little bit better. But yeah, man, like if I could probably have like a clean vocalist, so I'm kind of making this a little bit of a two-parter.
Do it.
I'd probably choose like the clean vocals of like Maddie Mullins from Memphis Mayfire. Really, really like his clean vocals. This kind of like that higher voice. So yeah, I'd probably choose like those two. If I could have both of those, that would be wild. You have like these like amazing like angel clean highs, and then just this crazy monster like scream vocals.
Probably wouldn't be a videographer. Probably be on the tour, right?
Probably.
Love it.
Oh, whoa!
That one's got some spice to it.
That one's got some kick. I'm not taking any more bites of that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my baby wipe on that one. That one's a little risky.
You ready?
I'm gonna try.
Here at Remedy,
some milk.
I'll ask as you be drinking. Here at Remedy, your car stands out among the rest of ours because Noah owns a Tesla. So I want to get your thoughts, Noah, on something that's pretty controversial to the public.
Okay.
The Cybertruck.
Oh, yes.
Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? What are your thoughts on the Cybertruck?
That is a great question. See, this is why I had you be the host of this, because I knew you would have good questions on when I was starting to run. Oh, that one's hot.
But it's pretty hot.
So, when I first saw it, I was kind of appalled by it, like most people. I think it looks like a warthog from Halo.
Fair.
But as I've seen them in the wild, on the road, I think they're kind of cool.
Okay. I've always said they look like a 5th grader drew a truck on a piece of paper.
Or a lot of people say it looks like a garbage can, like a dumpster with wheels. I guess they had some rust issues too, which made it look more like a dumpster. Oh my gosh, this is so hot. Wow. You really turned the corner there after number 5.
It's a real big step.
But yeah, I think that they're pretty cool because one, they're really fast compared to most trucks. Yeah. Especially if you get the Beast one or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess like accelerates in like 2.8 seconds or something. 0 to 60 in like 2.8 seconds. And on top of that, the wheels, the back wheels turn with the front wheels. Okay. And so you can do like, it has really good like traction, so you can turn really sharp with it.
Crab walk thing too?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
And you, like, the suspension will change on it depending on like your environment. Yeah. So that's also cool. And also like, my car is really cool. I like having like a sedan, but being a musician and a videographer, I have to haul a lot of equipment. Space, so I think having a truck like that would be kind of nice, especially because you can close the bed. Okay. To protect the stuff, but still the look of it just looks like a dumpster. Yep. So yeah, I don't think that I would own one. Maybe when they make like another truck that looks a bit more normal, but nice. That's my thoughts on this.
Love it.
I don't know if I got it online.
I think that's more of a slow burner.
Slow burn?
Starting to feel it now. Catching up to you yet?
Oh, there it is.
There it is, yeah. All right.
Oh, gosh.
So, one of the things we love to do around here at Remedy Live is talk about simple ways.
I hit my throat.
Talk about simple ways to improve our mental health, right? We do it a lot with our Get School Tour events, with our student events. Yeah. So I've got a would you rather question along those lines.
Okay. Right?
Would you rather be able to eat anything and have perfect nutritional value? Oh. All right, so eat anything, but it's still perfect nutrition. Or only need 1 hour of sleep to be fully rested?
That's a good question. So, as you know, and my wife knows that's monitoring, I have a terrible diet. I love Taco Bell. Like, I'm going to eventually get a tattoo of Taco Bell because I love it so much. Okay. Oh, man, that heat is, like you said, it's a slow burn. Yeah. So, I think that would probably be what I would choose.
Okay.
But on the flip side of that, only having to take an hour of sleep, of rest, to be optimally recharged would be very beneficial because you could be so productive.
Very convenient, yeah.
Which would be nice for me because I have a lot of things that I do with editing and audio and stuff. But at the same time, I love my bed and I love sleep. So I think that I'm definitely going to choose the nutritional one because, yeah, like I said, terrible diet and I like sleep. So
good answer.
Yeah.
I think I have a cut on my thumb.
Oh, no.
Started to burn.
Oh, my gosh. I don't know if I'm ready for DeBomb next. I think I'm just going to switch up my setup here and bring the milk a little closer.
Yep, do it.
Because DeBomb is... Did I ever do DeBomb with you?
No.
So you've never had DeBomb?
No.
Okay. I've done DeBomb like 15 times.
Okay.
And it is about as much pain as you can get for about 15 minutes.
Okay.
So,
I'm ready.
here we go.
So this next question
Yep.
goes perfectly with the question we just had.
Okay.
As you mentioned, you are a huge Taco Bell fan.
Yeah.
Huge Taco Bell fan. Not sure if you want Taco Bell right now after these wings, but huge Taco Bell fan. I want you to design the perfect Noah Hirschy Taco Bell meal. So ignore cost, ignore nutritional value.
I always do that.
Perfect Noah Hirschy Taco Bell meal.
If I couldn't get full right away,
That's
that'd
a
be a
good
thing
one.
because
Yep, add
I
that
could
too.
I could eat so much Taco Bell at one time, but I get full. So
Yep.
yeah. All right, this is ignoring getting full, cost and all that. I would say a grilled cheese burrito.
Yes, those things are so good.
Probably a beef one. The steak one's good, but the sodium gets a little high.
Okay, fair.
Gets a little salty. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I kind of get acid reflux sometimes with hot stuff, so this is just dandy. So yeah, grilled cheese burrito, beef, nacho fries. Sorry. Losing my train of thought. What is something else that I like? I like everything, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah. What would you get to drink? We'll do that.
I'm a classic. I guess I always get the large Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I love Mountain Dew, but I don't like Baja Blast. It's kind of weird being a Taco Bell lover.
Yeah.
Tried it. Not my
Not a
thing.
big one.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that weird? So yeah, grilled cheese burrito, nacho fries, probably... Oh, the cheesy gordita crunch.
Yes.
I love the
Yes,
cheesy
those are
gordita
good.
crunch. Those are very good.
Those are good.
That would probably be, if I could have a box, that would be the box that I would order. I would love that.
That'd be good.
Because like the grilled cheese burrito, nacho fries, and cheesy gordita crunch with a large Mountain
That's
Dew.
a solid amount of food too. Like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
right amount, not way too much, but
Yeah. Although that new bowl that they have, the loaded steak
those fries.
nacho fry bowl,
Yeah.
that thing's awesome. I've had that
good.
a couple times now.
Add
My
that
tongue
into
is burning. My eyes are watering.
Yeah, we're getting close though. We're getting
Oh.
close though.
All right. Okay, the bottle, you can't see it on your side, but it's called Peppers Up Hot Sauce, and there's literally a skeleton eating a pepper. So
I'm sure that's a good sign.
I'm a little nervous, to say the least.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, I got it.
One of the things that we have in common, one of our passions, is Lego. We both love Lego. I know you've got all your Star Wars Lego at home. I've got all my Batman Lego in my office.
Yeah.
So I want to know, Lego recently has gotten really good at like catering to their adult audiences, right? I want to know what you would tell someone who says that Lego is only a child's toy.
Great question, Graham. That's fun that you're asking this because I just recently got back into Lego. Like
Okay.
when I was a kid, I had Legos. I was never like a huge Lego kid, but I enjoyed them.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just like wrote them off, and then I just like started collecting Star Wars like Funko Pops at my desk and stuff. And then you talked about Lego, and I had seen just like some of the kits that they had for Star Wars, and yeah, they're literally 18 and up on the box. Like they're made for adults.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I got one as kind of a test. I got the Darth Vader mask helmet for my first one, and my mom actually got it for me as a gift, and she was wanting to get me like this giant like R2-D2, which I eventually got and finished. But she got me. I was like, don't do that because they're kind of pricey, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. So she got me the Darth Vader one, and I loved it. It's such a good time to just unplug from screens, turn on some music, and just follow the book. Oh, sorry, my lips are starting to... I got my lips that time.
Yeah.
My lips are going a little numb. It's just fun to follow the pages and just kind of like unplug and just do what is right in front of you. And then when you're done, you have this awesome, whatever, the helmet in this instance, you have it done and you get to like, just look at it and you're like, I built that was fun. And then it's cool because it's something that you enjoy, like Batman for you, Star Wars for me. So
I always say I love just the simplicity of following directions.
Yeah.
Like we make so many decisions throughout the day that being able to like just do what someone tells you to do is really nice.
Which is kind of interesting for men. We hardly ever look at instructions. Like if you get something from IKEA, you're like, I don't need the instructions. I got this. Yeah. So it's interesting that like Lego kind of like unlocks that for us. But yeah, I agree. Good question. Oh man. The key is to like bite with your teeth.
It's the tip of my tongue right now. That's really bad.
Are your lips burning? Because yours look red.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are mine
burning.
red?
Yeah, a little bit.
Mine are burning like bad, so bad.
We're on our last one.
We are.
But of course, as tradition, we got to give it
the classic Hot Ones tradition. Give it a good shake. The last dab.
Feel like we've done well. You've done well.
Not being a spicy guy, I feel like...
You've done well. You've handled it.
All right. I'm just putting a little bit on.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, this hasn't been too bad. Oh my. You really went in for it. You're a lot more generous than I was.
Yeah.
Although the one video we watched, if it's a little too much, if you're concerned, you can tap some of it off on the...
Future me, was this worth it? Was it worth it? We're about to find out.
We need someone to melt down on this. Why not be you?
I like it. Now, you ready? Cheers.
One more burp. Oh my.
Okay. Well, I can still talk. We've talked about a lot of your favorites today, a lot of your passions. But as one of your closest friends, I know your biggest passion is Jesus. So Noah, to wrap us up, end with a good question. I'd love to hear what's been one Bible verse that has been a staple to your faith journey.
Great question. I mean, anything in red is always a good thing.
Yeah.
That Jesus has taught us. But some of my favorite books from the Bible is 1st and 2nd Samuel, about mostly King David. I really love just his faithfulness to the Lord. And even though he is a flawed man, he's still always...
This is bad. You're doing great, though.
He still always comes back to the Lord.
Yeah.
Something that he did that has really stuck with me is whenever they brought the ark into the city and he danced undignified before the Lord. That's something that's just really stuck with me, to let go of fear of man and not care what other people think. Especially when worshiping the Lord.
Yes.
Well, that was hot. Oh, my mouth. But King David, good guy.
Great answer.
But yeah, that's probably some of my favorites, especially there. I believe it's in 2nd Samuel when he dances undignified. I think it's 2nd Samuel, maybe 1st. I can't think right now. My brain's a little fried.
I wouldn't be able to correct you.
That one is hot.
Your tongue hurts so bad.
Oh. How do people not react as much on that one on the show?
Oh no. Noah, congratulations, my friend. Congratulate myself too.
We made it. We made it.
Tongue's so on fire. But is there anything you'd like to say? I've got my cameras over here. We've got this camera. Your camera's back here. Anything you want to give to our friends back home watching?
Oh, okay. I would just say I'm really glad that my wife got me this kit. Oh my gosh. I'm in a lot of pain right now, but I am dizzy. I'm like in a fog. I'm really glad that she got me this kit because I thought it would be fun. It has been fun.
It has been fun.
I'm in a lot of pain. She surprised me. I'm starting to get phlegmy from all the milk.
My nose is runny.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this thing is no joke. I'm getting hot. Whew. Holy crap. I think this is like 2 million Scovilles or something. But she surprised me with this. I didn't know I was getting this kit. I had mentioned it before that I wanted to do this because I wanted to do the setup like how Hot Ones does it. So this was fun for me to set up like this, being a video guy. Yeah. So that was fun. I'm excited to edit this. Yeah. Show it to some other people. Yeah. But yeah, I'm also excited for 2025. There's a lot of really cool stuff happening in Remedy's world, as well as my life. I'm sure your life as well. Definitely. You've told me some things that you're excited for in the future, so excited for you on those. Yes. I'm just excited and looking forward to 2025. Like I've said, RemedyLIVE is doing some cool stuff where my department it's kind of becoming almost its own production house. We're calling it Remedy Collaborative. Love that, yeah. And basically it gives the ability for me and our main post-production lead, Aaron Satterfield, and we now have our new director, Chris Swinemiller, to just pursue working with other companies, other nonprofits, and just create amazing content for them. Specifically, mostly video, but we do some graphics and stuff as well. So I'm really excited for that, just to see all the stuff we can create. We had a really cool campaign with the Allen County Coroner's Office this past year called the One Pill Can Kill campaign. Yeah, those are showing right now on Wayne 15, 21, and 33 around the local area here.
You can also find them on YouTube.
Yeah, they're also on YouTube. Yes, yep, they're also on our RemedyLIVE YouTube page. Those were a lot of fun for us. We really just pushed ourselves in creating a very high quality, moving video. So yeah, just really excited for what the future holds. Love it. And on top of that, I'm a dad, so I'm excited to see my son Valor grow up.
Exactly.
Continue to do fun stuff with him. I will say to anybody that isn't a parent, whenever you do become a parent, it's really cool to just see them continue to grow and just change, because it goes by really fast. I've already been mind blown about that, so really excited for that as well.
Love it. Well, thank you, Noah. It's been a blessing doing this with you. Could have asked for someone better to do it with, so well done. We did it.
We did it. Hey, likewise, man. Likewise.